Already super out of breath. Holy shit. This is really hard. We got plenty of obstacles still. More elevation. Let's go, baby. All right, imagine if you took long distance running and American Ninja Warrior and Strongman and just combined it all into one thing. That is a Spartan race. Now there's 3 main distances and 3 main events in a Spartan race. The Sprint 5K, which has 20 obstacles, the Super 10K, which has 25 obstacles, and then the Beast, which has 30 obstacles and is a half marathon or 21K. And if you're from America and you don't know what a kilometer is, this is 3.1 miles, 6.2 miles, half marathon, so 13 or so miles. And overall, a Spartan race, no matter what distance, is the ultimate mental and physical battle that you can put your body through. Balancing all of this training with physical therapy school, work. Yeah, it's just the challenge of keeping these 3 things together. It's a really delicate balance overall, but for me, I think I just want to be able to look back and be proud of myself that, you know, I put myself through something like this and be able to tell a really cool story. The Spartan race in Mammoth, the 10K Super World Championships, was extremely difficult. It had around 10,000 feet of elevation or so. It wasn't as flat as other courses. Unfortunately, I didn't get any clips because no one would really be able to follow me at that time. But I just kind of wanted to share some of the lessons that I learned from the race itself. And I guess lesson number 1 is to just not get too ahead of yourself. And I think by extension, the lesson is don't get too ahead of yourself and don't be fixated on the end result of whatever it is you're working towards. Sometimes during the race, I literally just had to think of getting my left foot in front of my right foot and just focusing on that, because the more I was focusing on getting to, you know, the end of the obstacle rather than the actual execution of it, you know, I started to perform worse. So you can attribute a lot of this to your life. Just kind of, you know, when you keep your head down and work towards something, don't get too ahead of yourself. I think it is more than fine to use the end result, let's say getting through school or getting to the end of the race. I think using that as a form of motivation to get going is, you know, that I feel like that's appropriate. But I also feel like by hyper fixating on the end result, it can distract you from what you need to do in front of you, if that makes sense. I was in a lot of sports growing up, and this was something that we talked about all the time, just a mental model or a mental framework that you just have to keep your eyes on what is directly in front of you once you already have the end result in mind. So it's like, let's say you have the end result or the goal, you work your way backwards and you just focus on what you have to do here. That way, let's say you have a bad result. Like yesterday, I didn't do super hot on my exam. I'm so focused on my process that it's like, okay, I didn't do too hot on this exam. I can take it as objectively as possible, and then I can just adjust the way that I'm going to study for my next exam after that, right? I don't get too emotional about it. It's just objectively, what do I need to do next in front of me? Because if let's say I'm in the race and I'm so fixated on, oh my gosh, I just tripped and fell, or, you know, I'm not going to be focused on this next obstacle, and it's incredibly difficult. I think lesson number 2, which is going to be the one that I leave you guys with, is making sure that in life you stick to your pace. I think we all know the typical comparison is the thief of joy quote, right? But I think we take it a step further and make it a more applicable quote for you, okay? Let's say you have this end result, this ultimate end result somewhere out here, right? And you've already worked it backwards and you know what you got to do in front of you. Stick to your pace. A lot of people want to try to match the pace that other people are going. Oh, this person has this. Oh, this person is studying this way. Oh, this person got this on this exam, right? None of that matters. The only thing that matters is you, and you sticking to your individual pace. Oh, I didn't do so well on this exam. I have to do it this way. Am I saying that you can't get advice from other people? No, absolutely not. It's just more like you don't want to move in a way that is rooted in comparison, if that makes sense. So another person running like a 9-minute mile versus, oh, this is my rolling 13-minute mile. And then you're trying to run a 9-minute mile and gas yourself out in the front when this is all about endurance. You just have to pick a pace that feels sustainable for you, because the way to objectively beat a lot of people now today is to be able to focus and just stick to the plan for a long period of time. In real life, the 2-second Rocky montage doesn't exist, where it's like, oh, they show you like a 3-minute clip of like a person working hard and then the end result, right? That's not life. And so I really love these Spartan races because it really tests your mental and physical endurance for you to just hunker down and keep moving forward. And I think a lot of people can learn from that. I just had to pick a pace that was comfortable for me. And as I kept going through the race, I ended up passing a lot of people in the front because they ended up gassing the beginning of the race, and that wasn't even actually their true pace, right? So all I'm saying is stick to your pace and stick to it for a long period of time. Ultimately, it's just all about being consistent and doing it day in and day out. And with that, make sure to like and subscribe to stay updated if you guys are interested in any of this stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
In a club with some wines and I pipe down. Shawty got me out too high. I be standing on the beach with some wine ones. Can't control it, I think I'm too fly. She back it back, oh, she in that mode. I rip her tracks out, she gotta go. I have up on my bike, it's piece and adios. It's not about a way, yeah, this way you go. You believe in yourself, whatever gets you through. Oh, I believed in myself. Okay, you see what I'm doing? In a cloud with some wines and I pipe down.
We just finished the Spartan Race here in Mammoth. It's 10K. Supposed to be 6.2 miles. Ended up being around 7.25 miles. And it's just over about 2.5 hours. This one really kicked my butt, and my hamstring and my left glute just cramping. I didn't know if I was gonna make it. I was going through some pretty bad left hip pain going into the race, but I made sure to just rest up, kind of again bet on myself that I would recover in time. So we're good. That's pretty much it. I'm trying to edit the clips as soon as I can, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Yeah. Okay.
Great job, Andre.
With some wines and